What is going on, my beautiful friends? Thank you so much for joining me on another edition of Trail Talks. I am very excited to share this video with you today. Today, we are talking about my top 5 double black mountain biking trails in Ontario. They are lovely. All these trails can be found in my book, The Best Mountain Bike Trails in Canada, available now on Amazon for the top 100 trail centers all around the country and all the best trails in one place. It is a must-have. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Anyways, a quick thing to know about Ontario Double Blacks is just because you could ride a double black in Ontario, that does not mean you are ready for a double black in somewhere like Quebec, Alberta, or BC. So just know that Ontario double blacks are a little less gnarly. We got a little bit less terrain in Ontario, but nevertheless, we do have some really good double blacks. And here is my top 5 list. Let's get into it. It's gonna be a big surprise, people. Number 1, Roller Flowster in the Dawn. My God. So for those of you who don't know the Dawn is the epic trail network in Ontario. Not a lot of elevation, but certainly has some gnarly spots and some gnarly features. Lots of jumps, lots of drops, lots of fun to be had. Anyways, the Roller Flowster is just that. It's a roller flowstering trail. This trail, for an Ontario trail, in the middle of Toronto, might I remind you, has a decent amount of descent. The first part of the trail is pretty friggin' good. After that, there's some kind of annoying climbs in the middle, but it is so much fun, this trail anyways. It's got jumps, it's got drops, it's got gnarly wall rides, it's got the roller flowster section when you're going up and down over the roller coaster, and it's got some pretty big huffy puffy climbs in the middle. But Roller Flowster in the Don Valley, that is an all-time classic. That trail used to scare the bejeebies out of me when I just started riding. So Roller Flowster in the Dawn is absolutely a must-ride double black. And these are in no order, just the top 5, people. Let's get into the next one. And that is Adams Run in the Hydro Cut. Yes, it is. Waterloo, Ontario. Man, that is honestly the reason why I drive through the terrible 401, almost 2 hours to get there. They got a lot of good trails, but this is by far my favorite trail in the Hydro Cut, which is kind of known as one of Ontario's finest trail destinations. Places like North Bay and Huntsville and Sault Ste. Marie might have something to say about that nowadays, but Adams Run in the Hydro Cut is an unreal trail. What do I think about when I think about Adams Run? I think about drops. It's got a crap load of drops, and it has some really fun descending. Once again, similar to the Roller Flowster. In the first part of that trail, it's got some really nice turns. You're just digging in. Some really nice turns, just carving through the valley a bit. Lots of nice drops, even some fair-sized wooden drops. They're always doing new work in this trail. This place is crazy. The trail builders are just crazy, and there's some quite gnarly drops, to be honest, and what a sick trail. They also have some kind of North Shore jank on there where you're stepping down the wood, and my God, what a sick trail Adams Run is. We are so happy to have these 2 trails in Ontario. Let us get into the next one. This is actually a bike park trail. We're going to Horseshoe Valley over the hedge. Now, to be honest, in Horseshoe, I don't really know why this trail is a double black. If you are in Horseshoe and you're the average highly skilled intermediate rider, I would say you could easily ride over the hedge. Nothing too crazy about this trail, but it is rated a double black, so it did make the list because I love this trail. Starts off with some sweet tabletop jumps, got some sweet drops on it, and then it's got berms, baby. Berms, and some really nice berms at that. So over the hedge, got some good drops that'll just boot you down. One of the drops there, it'll take you a sender. That one drop will test your suspension. Anyways, over the hedge, what a sweet double black that is. Over the hedge in Horseshoe. And they have more fun double blacks too. I guess Party Train would come to mind for most of the youngins who like to get some good air. So we can throw Party Train right there too as the honorable mention from Horseshoe. But my pick is Over the Hedge. Yes, it is. Horseshoe Bike Park. What a great little bike park considering they have absolutely no elevation, but the trails there are so much fun. The best minute of your life, to be exact. Now, we are getting into some of the new goods. Let us go with Zorro in Huntsville. Yes, it is. Man, this trail is cool, and this one, unlike Over the Hedge, actually does have some double black-ish moments. Starts off a little flowier with some little boots, then it gets into some decent-sized drops, actually quite big drops. And there's actually even a pro line off this trail if you want to take it, which that is certainly double black, legit steep and rocky terrain. And this trail does get steep and rocky, and you need to carry some momentum to keep your speed up. So Zorro, that is kind of a true double black. Would that be a double black in Quebec or BC? Probably not. Depends which part you are. But you know what? Zorro is quite janky. Zorro is quite gnarly. It's got the steeps, it's got all the rocks, and it's got some big drops. But you know what? It is a very fun trail. And there is more other double black fun trails right next to it. But currently, I think Zorro is my favorite of the 2 or 3. And seems like there's more coming. Huntsville is building like crazy. They are doing a great job. And last but not least, probably my favorite. This is my number 1. I don't care. I said I'm not ranking them, but this is my number 1 now because this is the only kind of true enduro that we kind of got right now. And what are we talking? No Beeline in North Bay. It is epic. In the 3 Towers Trail Network. My God, this network is my little paradise close to home. I am so glad that North Bay is building some good stuff. Man, what does this trail have? This trail has got some gnarly drops. It's got one kind of beast rock slab that you got a buck out of. My God. So it's got some drops. It's got some rock slab. But you know what? This actually feels like a little taste of BC. So I actually love this trail. When you climb on top of the hill, you wouldn't know you're in Ontario. You would think you're in some mountain biking paradise. And there is a lot of sweet trails dropping off from this section. There's about 4 trails. They got a green, a blue, a black, and this double black. And these trails are actually close to 1 kilometer. So you can actually catch some decent descent. Us Ontario peoples must go ride North Bay, the 3 Towers, and they also have the Laurentian ski hill. So easily 2 or 3 days of absolutely sick shredding in North Bay. And the honorable mention is any double black in the Sault Ste. Marie, because they have got a lot of good ones. So you should go ride every double black in Sault Ste. Marie. And we will be talking about the Hiawatha Highlands soon, which is just jammed full of sick trails, including the double blacks. Anyways, my Ontario peoples, my riders in general, let me know what you thought about my top 5 double black trails in Ontario, and let me know your favorite double black trails in Ontario, even though I bet you are no longer here because your attention span was gone about 5 minutes ago. Anyways, my friends, you know I love you, and you know the riding season in Ontario is getting pumped. We are getting ready. We are getting pumped to go hit the trails. Us Ontario people are always very jealous of the people in BC who ride more year-round with your delicious trails out there. But we are getting ready to ride, and I am getting ready to go west myself because the bird must migrate out west. Caw-caw! Anyways, my friends, thank you for joining me on the Double Black Ontario video. We will talk more soon. More marketing is coming. More marketing is coming until we sell 100,000 of these books. Have you bought the book yet? You probably haven't. You need to question your life choices, my friends. Anyways, it has been so lovely to see y'all today. We will see y'all soon. Peace and lots of love. I'm out,